Tell me this, gents. Have you ever walked into a room, said absolutely nothing, and still felt everyone's eyes snap toward you like you just hijacked the spotlight? Or maybe you've wondered why people get nervous when you're simply existing, breathing, minding your own business? Here's the truth. You're not cursed. You're not broken. You're not even trying. You're a Sigma. And here's the funny part. While the whole world is trying to figure you out, there are things about yourself you haven't even figured out yet. What's up, gents? Glad you're back. Today, we're breaking down 8 things Sigma males don't even realize about themselves. These are the blind spots, the hidden truths, the parts of you that are working 24/7 behind the scenes while you're busy sipping coffee and watching everyone else stress. By the end of this video, you'll walk away with sharper self-awareness. And trust me, you'll see why your very existence shakes people up. And before we roll, quick favor, gents, hit that subscribe button. Join the brotherhood. You'll get more Sigma wisdom that makes you dangerous, in the best way possible. All right, let's get into it. Number 1. They don't realize how intimidating they are. Here's the wild thing, gents. You're not even trying to be intimidating. You're not flexing. You're not puffing your chest. You're just standing there. But silence plus confidence? That combo is scarier than a guy screaming for attention. It's like this. Picture walking into a jungle. You hear birds, monkeys, maybe some snakes. Loud, noisy, chaotic. But then you notice silence. And in that silence, a panther crouched in the shadows. Not roaring, not moving, just watching. That's you. You're not dangerous because you're loud. You're dangerous because you're unreadable. And people can't handle that. Think about it. At work, you don't laugh at every joke. At parties, you're not scrambling to fill awkward silences. And in relationships, you don't play games. You just sit back, let people reveal themselves. That makes people nervous. They're used to masks and performances. You don't play that game. But here's the kicker. You don't even realize how strong that aura is. To you, you're just chilling. To them, you're a storm they don't know how to predict. Number 2, they underestimate how rare they are. Let's be blunt, gents. You're rare, but you don't even realize it. Because your life is normal to you. Most men, they want approval. They want status. They want to fit in. Sigma males? They want freedom. And in today's world, freedom is the rarest currency. Think about it. How many guys do you know who can eat lunch alone without feeling like a loser? How many can walk away from a crowd without guilt? How many can build their own lane instead of begging for permission to join someone else's? Not many. And that's why people obsess over you. They can't put you in a box. They can't label you. And because you live outside their system, you look like you've cracked the code. But here's the funny part. You don't even notice. To you, it's normal. To them, it's alien. You're the rare book in a library full of photocopies. And people know at the moment they flip through your first chapter. Number 3. They don't notice their emotional depth. Sigma males walk around like icebergs, cool, solid, unshakable. But underneath that calm, there's an ocean. You feel things more than you admit. When someone lies, you catch the micro twitch in their smile. When someone's in pain, you sense it before they open their mouth. You notice subtleties most people will never pick up on. But here's the kicker. You downplay it. You brush it off. You tell yourself, I just guessed. No, bro. You didn't guess. You scanned the situation like Sherlock Holmes while everyone else was busy staring at their phones. And this is why people confide in you. They feel safe around you. Not because you talk a lot, but because you listen like no one else. You carry emotional sonar. You detect waves beneath the surface. But most Sigmas don't even give themselves credit for it. They call it intuition. No, it's depth. And it's powerful. Number 4. They forget how independent they really are. Gents, let me ask you this. When was the last time you needed a cheerleading squad just to move forward? Exactly. Never. Most people, they need applause. They need likes. They need someone holding their hand every step of the way. You vanish, grind in silence, then show up with results that make people's jaws drop. But here's the funny thing. Because independence is so normal to you, you don't realize how abnormal it looks to others. They can't survive without a support group. You are your own support group. Picture this. Everyone else is camping with 30 friends, singing songs around a fire. You're out there alone, building a cabin from scratch. They look at you like you're insane. But 6 months later, when their fire burns out, you're sitting in your cabin with a fireplace and a stocked pantry. That's independence. And you forget how powerful that is. Because to you, it's just life. Number 5. They don't see how attractive their mystery is. Let's get real for a second. You're not chasing. You're not begging. You're not posting selfies every hour trying to fish for compliments. And that's exactly why you're magnetic. Mystery is addictive. When people can't figure you out, they obsess. They replay conversations in their head. They ask their friends, "What do you think he meant by that?" They stalk your silence like it's a puzzle. Meanwhile, you're just sipping coffee, not even thinking about it. Gents, you need to understand this. Your absence is louder than most people's presence. And your silence creates more curiosity than someone else's screaming. So when people linger too long, when they ask too many questions, when they stare at you like you're an unsolved riddle, it's not confusion. It's attraction. Number 6. They underestimate how much people watch them. Here's something most Sigmas don't realize. You're always being studied. Always. At the gym, people notice your discipline. At work, they clock your calmness under pressure. In your social circle, they're measuring your reactions, your words, your silence. You've become a silent benchmark. Without even trying, you set the bar. Some people admire you, some envy you, but almost everyone takes notes. And yet, you walk around like nobody's watching. That's why it works. You're not performing. You're just existing. And your existence is inspiring. But make no mistake, gents, eyes are on you, even when you think you're invisible. Number 7. They don't recognize their own vulnerability. Here's the blind spot, gents. You act like nothing phases you, like criticism bounces off, like betrayal rolls off your back. But deep down, it cuts. And because you're so good at hiding it, even you start believing you're bulletproof. But ignoring wounds doesn't heal them, it buries them. And buried wounds? They always come back. Sometimes in your relationships, sometimes in your work, sometimes in your silence. Here's the truth. Vulnerability doesn't make you weak. It makes you real. And when you admit it, even just to yourself, you stop being haunted by it. Strong doesn't mean unbreakable. Strong means you bend, but don't snap.